Hello, everybody. Hello. The full moon once again. I wasn't going to do a live, but I was paid for a reading, and I do it through YouTube. So they're like, "You're already in the office, and why not just do a live reading right now?" So we're going to do a live reading. I do have a lot to do. I'm getting ready for an event. Yay! Two huge events. My first event is in Wolbach, Nebraska, of selling my product and doing tarot readings and spiritual advice and all the great things that I do. And then my second event is going October 1st. I will be at the Four Corners with my beautiful soul sisters, healing the waylay lines. So yay, there's so much going on. So I was prompted to take a few minutes out of my busy life, and I haven't been on for a minute because I've been getting ready for this event. So we're gonna ask the cards and see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 decks, and then I have the run. So we're gonna ask and see who wants to be read from. No. Yes. No. No. I even said it before I got there. No. No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay, we have Tarot of Dreams, Saints and Angels, Oracle cards, and then the runs, which is Oden, the Book of Runs. All right, so Tarot of Dreams are first. Let's see what you got talking about today. Ace of Cups. Thank you so. We are golden today. So with this new moon, or this new full moon coming up, it's about release, and a lot of people are dealing with their inner child. The thing is, if we did not receive that love as a child, then we have to deal with those issues. And the thing is that if we don't let go of that inner child problems, it's going to affect our mood. Trust me. My inner child came out the other day and threw a big old fit and walked off. And I was like, oh man, come back here. Because she took my body with her. I was like, you gotta deal with that inner child, I'm telling you, because otherwise she gets a little crazy, or he gets a little crazy. So I don't want to offend the people that are men. It goes both ways. And my inner child was so angry. I made my man deal with his inner child. So he's like, well, he ain't dealing with his. So, yeah, it's fun. You got to look at healing in a really good way. Come on, guys, come together. So, we asked the archangels, the ascended masters, the ancient ones, my guides, and everybody's guides that will come and watch us, to tell me what we need to know today. And the goddesses and Oden. They're like, you're forgetting people. There's so many on the list. We knock on the cards, show us the knowledge that we need to know today. Top, middle, or bottom? Bottom. Ooh, the Chariot. But it's upside down. And there's a tower here. So I'm going to show you upright so you can, well, maybe I'll show you to you upright, but it was upside down. So let me close my little curtain there. My light gets a little bright and then I can't get you to see the cards. So there's a tower there and it really looks like Oden behind on the chariot. So there's a lot of energies coming in. This is what I see. So the water is rushing up, and this is a really beautiful card, actually. It's really pretty. So the water is rushing up, and he's flying in, and he's looking up to the tower, and all these lights are coming through. All this stuff is coming through. So with it being upside down, I see all of these energies that are coming through. There's energies and there's visuals in the card. There's stuff behind these, hidden behind, and that's the whole thing. Sometimes working on our waters, which is this part here, that's water. When we're working on our waters, we're focused on certain things, right? We're focused on the top part of the waters. But the beautiful thing about everything, you have to dive in really deep to find all those problems. And that brings me burping, and I apologize for that, but that hiccup burp brings up those energies. And we breathe in new life through our nose. We exhale the old life through our mouth. So if you're not bringing in new life and exhaling the old life, then you're going to have issues. Because even with my dealing with my inner child, I had really big anger issues. My inner child is really angry because she was not loved. She wasn't cared for in the proper manner. But as I've told her, our parents only knew what they knew at the time. And their parents didn't teach them a right way either. So in the whole sense of everything, all these energies rushing in, and some of us don't know how to take it. Some of us are having a really hard time dealing with these energies. And so with me, I knew what I had to do. I knew I had to go out and I had to release them by crying. Cried for like 4 to 6 hours. I don't even know. I cried so long it wore me out. But I felt better. Then the next day, I still had to go back out. And because I was still angry, I was still dealing with anger. But see, the first day when I dealt with the crying part of the inner child, just crying and letting all of that go, because she's always felt abandoned and beaten. She was beaten. I was beaten as a child. So my inner child still stays in that space. All right. We're still staying in that space, but we're no longer in that space. And this is why a lot of us have issues, because we're dealing with those and we don't know what we're dealing with, but it's that inner child that comes from that sacral chakra. So to understand that, you really have to dive deep into those waters and go really deep and have those communication with that inner child and find out what that inner child is really, really wanting from you, to understand what that inner child wants. Because all these energies are rushing to you, right? Like all these energies are rushing, and the tower is there. Well, the tower can fall, but it can stay strong at the same time, right? You can stay strong through the whole storm. It could be your beacon to focus on, to go to. It goes either way. Or it can be destroyed. So I'm having issues in the bottom of under my sacral chakra. See, that's the pain from the inner child. The inner child's in there just beating the inside of me and saying, yes, you're right. You're talking about the right things. And which brings illness to us, brings sickness to us. And we don't understand what's really happening to us because we're not understanding what we really need to let go of. And it takes really, really good shaman to be able to recognize these things and to help you remove those. Any likes or subscriptions are awesome. I love you for it. Donations for any wise wisdom I have gave you today. Is there any more out of this deck? No. Okay, we're moving forward to the next deck. Angels and Saints, the Oracle cards. Put the book over there because we don't use the book very often. So we ask for the collective now. For the collective. I'm going to have to tell them that because we just did a reading with them. All right. And if you want to message me for a private reading, I do those. You just let me know, and you can get a private reading. I charge $85 for a reading, but that's a full-on reading. If you want a smaller reading, I'll work something out for you. Or if you have issues financially, I'll work something out for you. So this one fell out. Faith. Have faith. Have faith in yourself. For one, have faith that you can deal with these things. Jump off of that mountain and step forth into yourself. Have faith that you can work on this inner child, work on these waters. Have faith that you can make it through this storm. Have faith that you're going to make it through all these energies. Have faith that things are going to be good. That's what half the world's missing right now is faith. They don't have faith in anything. They don't even have faith in themselves. So have faith. Step out there. I fall off the side of the mountain all the time. At least 3 or 4 times a week. To have faith in yourself takes a lot. Because guess what? You talk down to yourself a lot. You tell yourself you can't do stuff. Well, Kent didn't get shit done. And trying didn't get out of the corner. He's still over there in the corner trying to find his way out. Because he's trying. But the thing is, if you stop trying and actually do it, then that's better. You only get it done in the doing. If you're trying, I'm trying to heal myself, then get you some help. I'm here to help you. I'm here to offer my help. This is what I do. I've been doing this for 35, 40 years. I don't even know it anymore. I've been doing it for a very long time. So, just because I'm not popular on any of these social medias, but my following on Facebook came up. I had 400 people. Now I have 800 people following me. So, and that's not including the people I have. I'm really close to almost 5,000 people in my friends list on Facebook. And then I got Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. I'm on TikTok. So And I don't put myself out there a lot, you know, because I'm always busy. I'm always doing something. I got people, and then I'm opening up a healing center. I'm getting ready for events. I go out and I do healings with the lands and with like the waylay lines I'm going to do, and I release souls from Earth or from people. You'll be amazed at how many people I know that had a soul in them, or several souls. My roommate removed 2 souls. There's another one that popped up just recently talking. So there's another one to be removed. Sometimes you don't live in your body by yourself. I'll tell you that. The other day, my friend just had a brother that committed suicide, and he was talking to me about him, and next thing you know, he's in my higher self. He was draining. It's like when they're drained like a dead battery. It's like a dead battery. Souls or energies or lower energies or evil energies or negative energies. There's so many different types of energy that will take your energy. They'll make you tired. So then it makes you exhausted. And so after I was done talking to him, I was like, man, I'm really kind of tired. So I came back home, and what happened was that come to find out, because I asked my higher self, you know, is it in my human self? But I found out it was in my higher self. So the problem was I started, you know, removing the energy, and next thing I knew, he dropped down on his knees, and I could see a man standing in front of me. And he was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But see, he knew, because of what we was talking about, that I remove souls, that I send souls to heaven. So what happened? I worked on forgiving him, and worked on him forgiving himself, and released him into heaven. Because we all make mistakes, man. And you know what happened in that release? All the shadow people came. Like, I think 1,000 shadow people came with him. So I had him there, just did work on him, had them all do work. So, you know, they all confessed their sins and gave forgiveness and asked for forgiveness. And we're in a spiritual war, people. You know, probably lost a few hundred people right now, but it's okay. He'll be back. It's okay. Katana keeps it real. Running Wolf Katana is a extractor girl. I do extractions. I'll just give you a hug and extract shit from you. So, you know, it's not always the route I want to go, but my guides are like, are you sure you're ready for this? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I like it better that I know it instead of not knowing it. It's always better to know it. All right, let's do one more card. They're like, you're talking too much. Top, middle, or bottom. Let us know what the collective reading needs. The collective need to know. Top. Generosity. Be generous to yourself. Like generosity. You know, we work so hard all the time, right? But do we reward ourselves? Or wait, they're like, if you reward yourself, Where is it? Come here, Mr. Whip. Okay. Once you reward yourself, then you take out your whip and you're like, I shouldn't have rewarded myself. I should have just not did that. No. Stop taking your whip out. Stop beating yourself. Stop it. Stop it. Be generous to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Have faith that you can do it. Faith. Faith that you can be generous to yourself. You don't always have to be generous to everybody else, but right now, this is about the self. And then leave your whip. Mine's beautiful. Leave your whip alone. Stop beating yourself. Put it away. Put it completely away. We're putting it away. I need to find another hook to hook it on. You can't carry your whip with you. They said that's it out of this deck. Okay. All right, we're going to put it there. Oden. Oden, for the collective. We ask for the knowledge that they shall know, for the people, for the video that will come. And if you want to borrow my whip to beat yourself, message me. I'll loan it to you. You know, because we all flog ourselves every once in a while. But stop doing that, because it only brings lower energies. All right. Ooh, Takahawa. What else? Is there anything else? That's it? Really? Really? Okay. Me and Oden can talk in certain ways, but to get the true reading, we're going to hit the book today. Because I'm still working on the runs. I've had them for a long time, but I haven't read from them a lot. So I'm still working on description. Ultimate power and hail. All right. Change, freedom, intervention, liberation are all of this rune. Drawing this indicates a pressing need within the physical to break free from the constructive identification with material reality and to experience the world of archepath mind. So, okay. Isn't that what I was talking about? I think I just got confirmation in my reading, right? To let go. Let go. Let go. Isn't that what the first card was talking about? All the energies, all the things, all the dealings. Man, sorry. All the dealings with what's happening and all the things in the background that's going on in this background. Let it all go. Have faith that you can let it go. Have faith in yourself. Be generous and care for yourself. All right? Let go of those energies. Let go of those past lives. Excuse me. Let go of those energies. They're making me burp again. The rune of enlightenment description of events that seem to be totally beyond your control. Hellsguard has only an upright position, yet it's always opportunities through realization and revealing. When you draw this room, expect description, for it is the greatest awakener. All through the form of awakening may vary. See, sometimes we have to awaken through tragedy. Sometimes we have to awaken through chaos. Sometimes we have to awaken through all of it. Because sometimes you ain't going to change anything until it is out there in your face, pushing it forward and telling you it's time to change. It's time. From the awakening may vary. Perhaps you will experience a gradual feeling of coming to your sense, as though you are emerging from a deep sleep. That's very true. Like you wake up and you're like, gosh, did my life turn to hell or what? Well, you already been there. You've already been in that. It's just popping on the outside now, where you can physically see it. All these emotions that are going on inside the body are outside. That you're physically seeing these on the outside of yourself. You're seeing your neighborhood go to hell in a handbag. You're watching everything because spirit cannot talk to you physically because you're not listening. Yes, we get hardcore here. The thing is, if they can't talk to you physically, then they're going to have to show you on the outside what's really going on the inside. Really? Because if they can't show you what's really going on the inside your mind, and you're like, oh, that's not me. I don't know who you're talking about, spirit. Yeah, no. It's not me. I don't know what you're talking about. But it really is you. And what's happening in your neighborhood is what's happening inside your body. So if it's chaos and bullshit going on out there, then you're projecting it out because, you know, in the end, somebody has to tell you. Because you're not paying attention to this. If, I tell you what, if I didn't pay attention to my inner child, it would have been really bad. Oh, they would have brought me a whole 2 weeks or a month, however long it's going to take me to understand of tragedy, to show me that it was actually my inner child that needed that help. All through the form of awakening, may vary. Perhaps you will experience gradual feelings of you coming to your senses. Maybe. Depends on what you're accepting to understand about yourself. It depends on what you're accepting. So if you're not accepting your tragedies that you've been through and forgiving those tragedies and forgiving those people, it's only going to get worse. You are the creator of this world. You're the creator of your space. Your energy flows out and goes out into the world. I know this because I deal with energy every day, and I totally understand what it's doing. This is why the creator asked me to do the jobs I'm supposed to do, because that's what I'm here for. All through you are emerging from a deep sleep. Then again, The onset of power may be such as a rip away the fabric of what you previously knew as your reality. See, that's it, the whole thing. The whole thing is to understand. You have to, it's like the onion. It's like the rose. The rose. Here. I have my, the rose has layers. These are your layers. Each petal condenses to yourself. So you got the outside petals, which condense to emotions, to feelings, to the heart, to the mind, to the anger, or any other emotion. Then you don't just have those, you have these, the inner, which can go to certain things, how you was treated, what the kids did to you, until you get to the middle of that flower, till you get to the middle of yourself, and understanding that you're a beautiful rose, and you are a beautiful rose, but you have to deal with your layers. You have to deal with the layers. And the understanding, my beautiful soul sister Jade was like, it's like an onion. And it is like an onion, because you peel away the pieces. And each piece of the fabric that we thought we was is being peeled away, and we're finding out who we really are. We're powerful beings, and we're letting other people control us. Why are you doing that? Why are you letting other situations control you? Why are you doing that? Because you don't know how to deal with it. And you won't step out there and ask somebody to help you. And that's why the things that are happening in your life, because nobody else did it either. Nobody else stepped out there and asked. Nobody else did it. Why should I? Because you're supposed to be breaking your damn curse. Generational curses. Minds, molestation, lies, deceit, not being listened to, love, being beat and being damaged my whole life, being mistreated. Those are my generational curses that I'm breaking, that I'm not letting anything else. So once you start changing that, you're going back 200 years and going forward 200 years. Then your children and your grandchildren don't have to deal with that. But if you're not dealing with that, it's going to show on the outside of your space, because spirit can't talk to you if you're not listening to what they're trying to tell you. They can't. They cannot. They cannot. They can't. They can't help you if you don't help yourself. If you're not helping yourself, you're not going to be moving forward. And yes, I'm passionate about this. Damn it. And my guides are passionate about this. And your guides are passionate about this. And the ascended masters, the goddesses, Oden, the ancient ones, the angels. We're all passionate about this because we want change in the world. We want you to feel better, no matter what it takes. And sometimes we have to go through the hard things. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way. But then sometimes you check out early and you come back and relive that life all over again. So watch out about thinking about checking out early. The angel is like, yeah, then you got katana to deal with. That's really true. Yes, that is true. Um, thank you, angels. Merging from a deep sleep, then again, the onset of power may be such as ripping away the fabric of what you previously knew as your reality, your security, your understanding of yourself, your work, your relationship, or your beliefs. See, I I was never a big person to go to church, but my mom took me to church, and I never really got into church. I've had like ministers tell me to get out of church. It's like, oh, Katona, get out. Because they could see who I was truly, but I couldn't see myself at that time. At that time, but I know who I am now, and I'm really moving forward with that. See, me messing with my hair, you guys will go out and try to distract yourself with something else. See, they're like, you messing with your hair because you feel uncomfortable. Because I tried to fix it because I felt uncomfortable. But that's part of the reading, right? Because feeling uncomfortable, you'll run away. You won't do anything about it. You won't change anything. Description takes many forms. A relationship fails, plans go awry, a source of supply dries up. But do not be dismayed. Whether you created the description or whether it comes from outside source, you're not without power in this situation. What did I tell you? Your inner strength, the will you have founded until now in your life, provides support, guidance at this time. Everything you have taken for granted is being challenged. The other cycle of this room, the term radical discommunication, best describes the action of Hagazal. This at its most resourceful, the more service the description in your life, the more significant and timely requirements for your growth. The universe and your own soul are demanding that you do indeed grow. So, even though all of this chaos that's going on around you is trying to teach you, trying to come out to show you what's really going on in here. So work on in here. Takiwa. If you need help, here I am. Have faith that you can do it. Be generous to yourself. Care for the self. And they're like, we're going to throw that card away. Damn, we did too. Dive deep into those waters. That's what it made me do. Dive deep into those waters. Be honest with yourself. Are you really taking care of yourself in the right, proper way? proper way from yourself? It's a good question, right? What are you really doing? Peace. I'm there. のとはよないよ